It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. These words are not from a modern productivity guru. They come from Seneca, a man who stared death in the face, walked the halls of power, and chose to live like a philosopher even while surrounded by chaos. And yet here we are, in the 21st century. With more comfort, more technology, and more time-saving tools than any other generation, still claiming we don't have enough time. Let us begin again, not with noise, but with clarity. Not with excuses, but with purpose. We live as if life has no limit, as if tomorrow is owed to us. We scroll, we binge, we distract ourselves with endless urgency while neglecting the essential. Seneca saw this clearly nearly 2,000 years ago in his timeless essay De brevitate vitae on the shortness of life. And in it, he didn't blame fate for our rushed and regret-filled existence. He blamed us, our choices, our distractions, our voluntary slavery to trivialities. He reminds us life is long enough if we know how to use it. We are not promised old age. We are not entitled to someday. And yet most of us are not living. We are merely delaying life. We speak of retirement as the time we'll finally read, finally travel, finally become who we're meant to be. But that is not wisdom. That is gambling with time, the one resource we can never reclaim. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. We are not here to chase pleasure. We are not here to be tossed by fortune like ships without anchors. A Stoic, a true Stoic, rises above the noise. Seneca does not ask us to become monks or hermits. He calls us to intellectual and spiritual sovereignty, to own our lives. That means rising early not just to work, but to reflect. That means choosing time for thought, not just for action. That means saying no to the trivial, so we can say yes to the eternal. We spend hours worrying about insults, news, politics, and gossip. But none of that makes us wise. None of that prepares us for suffering. None of that makes us ready for death. As Epictetus said, you are not disturbed by things, but by your opinion of them. And what is our opinion of time? That it is cheap, that we can waste it, kill it, spend it without reflection. But time is not a currency. It is a flame, and we are the wick. So what must we do? We begin by reclaiming the hours we mindlessly give away, one by one. We begin to live deliberately in the way Seneca urged Lucilius to do. Wake each morning and ask, am I living or merely existing? Practice premeditatio malorum, the Stoic habit of imagining loss, to sharpen your gratitude and resilience. Reflect daily. As Musonius Rufus taught, the examined life is the guarded life. Choose your companions carefully. Waste no time on those who steal your peace. Meditate on death, not as morbid, but as clarifying. Memento mori, remember, you must die. This is not about pessimism, it's about focus, about understanding that the greatest loss is the loss of self to the passage of unexamined years. Seneca was not a spectator of philosophy. He lived it under Nero's shadow, a man who could have him executed with a whisper. And yet Seneca chose peace, chose purpose, chose to write letters that still move us to this day. He writes, life is long if you know how to use it. And we must ask, are we using it, or are we letting it slip through our fingers as if we have infinite tomorrows? We don't. So we say this, together as students of the Stoic path. Let us no longer drift. Let us no longer postpone our souls. Let us master the only thing we truly possess, our choices. Because when we take ownership of our time, we take ownership of our lives. And then, as Seneca teaches, death may come, but it will never find us unprepared. Start living deliberately. Watch our next video on how to think like Marcus Aurelius. Show title screen with Memento Mori visual, plus link to next video.